Good evening. My name is Adrian Donaldson. I'm the proud owner of Jitterbug Learning Center, which is a family childcare home in Miami-Dade. And I'm also the owner of Jitterbug Professional Development, which is a business that does training and workshops across the great state of Florida. Today, we're going to be talking about the Respect for Earth Lesson Plan 1. We're going to be talking about the objectives, materials, and quick cover of a few key elements that you need to make sure you cover. So this lesson plan was created for 4-year-olds VPK level. It should be done in 2 parts. It's such a lengthy and deep lesson plan. You want to make sure you split it up, make sure the kids are getting the meat and potatoes of it all. There are 2 objectives. The first one is students will be able to explain what makes the world special. This is measured through a verbal response. When you ask this question is asked to them by any adult or other child, they're able to tell you that Earth is special because we have water, oxygen, and gravity. Once a child is able to verbally tell you those 3 things to that question, they are able to measure up to that objective. The second objective is students will be able to identify the use of oxygen, gravity, and water. Now, this can also be done through a verbal back and forth conversation, or you can do it through an art activity in which you give a child a paper split in 3 with water, oxygen, and gravity written on it. And you ask the child to draw a picture of how they use each of these elements. So for water, they can draw a swimming pool or fish or them drinking water. For oxygen, they can draw us, our lungs, or an animal because all 3 of those things need oxygen. And gravity, the child can draw them throwing a ball up and down because what goes up must come down. So if a child is able to draw a response for all 3 areas, they have measured up to that second objective. Standards that will be addressed is the scientific inquiry domain, which covers the environment, as well as the art creative expression through the arts domain, which will cover the sensory art experiences. Essential questions that will be covered through this lesson plan is, why is it important to take care of the earth? And what makes the world a special place? Materials include white paper, which you can use the long sheets like I do. You can also cut these in half. You can use the legal size white paper that we print on, or you can use construction paper. You want to make sure you have your markers, and you want to have a variety of colors so that the students are able to express themselves creatively. You want to have your internet and your computer accessible because you will be showing a YouTube video called The Planet Earth, Astronomy and Space for Kids through Free School. You'll also have a teacher-made book called Why is the Earth So Special?, which I wrote and created. A ball, so that you can throw it up and watch the children can watch it fall down to demonstrate gravity. The water web, and of course a cup of water so the children can see the water. And then the water web so that you can ask the children, how do you use water? And you web their responses around it. The gravity web, which you can ask the children, what would happen if we didn't have gravity? And this, of course, is done after we talk about gravity and how it's used and the importance of it. And you web the children's responses around it. And then you have an open area because you will be having a running exercise type movement activity. The art table and chairs, of course, because they need to sit and do their drawings. A ping ball and a hair dryer because this will show gravity. Once you plug your hair dryer up and cut it on and you put the ball over it, the ball will then float. Some key things that you need to make sure you hit on is being very open, very creative and happy and enjoying the lesson because it's all about respect and love. So if you're doing it with a sad, sorrow face, you're not going to have the same effect if you have a nice upbeat, happy tone because you're teaching the kids to love the earth and respect it. So you want to be pleasant and happy about it. You want to make sure you explain the words water, gravity, and oxygen prior to starting your lesson so that they are pre-exposed to it. You can even give this stuff home, give it for homework, assign it for homework and for the parents to do at home so that they are getting exposed to it prior to the meat and potatoes being introduced to the students. A few other things that you want to make sure you cover is the eco code. So transition for this activity is through the use and the singing of our eco code. And we're going to sing it now. One of my students is here, so you can hear her in the background. And it just basically goes, green, 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 green. Let's not let the litter be seen. Pick the trash up off the grass to make our earthly home last. I will shut off the light when I am asleep at night. I will teach my mom and dad about the going green fact. Saving electricity can be fun and can be done by everyone. Stop the pollution if you plan. Recycle, reduce, and reuse when you can. We love water to wash and drink. Careful, don't waste it down the sink. Reuse that water bottle again. Not recycling should be a sin. Enjoy wildlife and nature, for losing it can be a danger. We can save the world alone by following Jitterbug's Eco Code. So this song can be used to pretty much teach your lesson. It's very important that the students are able to tell you why we need to save the earth, not just because this is the only place that has water, oxygen, and gravity, but because it's our home. We need to take care of our home. It's ours. It's not the next person's. It's ours. So we need to love our earth and respect it. And through that song, they're able to learn things that they can do to save the earth, such as pick the litter up off the grass, shut the light off when you're asleep, tell your mom and dad about this, save electricity, stop the pollution, recycle, reduce, and reuse. Don't waste the water down the sink, reuse the water bottle, enjoy wildlife and nature, protect the wildlife. All of these things are taught through this song. So singing it is a great way to hit that lesson home. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I am always open to discussion. I love doing trainings and workshops, so please feel free. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the lesson breakdown. Have a good one.